How do you feel about Barack Obama's lack of political experience, Mr. Roach?
Well, Barack Obama is a political newcomer, but I think he's got enough popularity right now and enough, I want to say evidence behind all his plans to make them work, where he could be a popular and a very, down the line, a very experienced political figure in this country. And I honestly do think he will be our next president.
Thank you. Mr. Vogel?
Well, he does have a great deal of support, but I really wish he would have stayed, more in office as a senator or something a little longer. I feel that he's jumping into the presidency a little too early.
Thank you for your response. Do you think that Rudy Giuliani uses 9/11 to promote himself?
Without a doubt, yes. Mayor Giuliani, one of the most accomplished mayors in New York history, helped this country when a certain other person couldn't. Now, I won't mention names, George W. Bush. But Giuliani helped New York. He pulled them out of a mess. He unified the city, the state, and even the country. But, that's really the only big thing we've heard about of Rudy Giuliani. I think he's milking this for all it's worth, and he could become president for this. But, Mitt Romney's right now surprisingly leading the Republican vote. So it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. My honest opinion is it is going to be a Democrat in office.
Thank you. Mr. Vogel, for your response.
Well, he obviously did a great job with 9/11, got us out of a hole, and if people, if he wants to use that to help get those votes, then go ahead.
So
people admire him for that.
So you're saying, any candidate should use any good deed to help him become president?
Well, it's more than just, helping out your grandma, a good deed. It's helping out a complete nation.
I know what you're saying, but has he really proved himself as a politician except for this one occurrence?
Well, he's been mayor, governor, for a while now. Mayor
of New York.
Quite a long time, and he's done a fine job.
Thank you. On to our last and final question. Do you feel that Mayor Giuliani has enough political experience to become president?
Oh, there's no doubt Giuliani has a lot of political experience. He's been the mayor of New York for countless years, and when he stepped down, I believe he stepped down in 2004. It seemed like New York went through a little rough transition patch, but now they're surviving. So it's hard to say. I think Giuliani could be ready to move on, but I don't know. I'd like to see him become a governor or maybe a member of the Senate. I don't think you should just make the jump from mayor to president. You're mayor of a city. That's all you're looking over is a certain district.
Thank you. Mr. Vogel now.
Well, he definitely has experience with all those years in New York. So, I don't know. I would say that he's ready to definitely make that jump. But like Mr. Roach here said, he could be a senator, so. But I definitely say he's ready for presidency.
Thank you. You will now each have a chance to say your closing statements. Mr. Roach, you can go first.
Well, I think we can honestly say Republican, Democrat, Independent, whatever, there'll be a better president than George W. Bush. But I honestly see that the Democrats would have a leg up over the Republicans. They see they have more solid plans, and they want to get out of this hole we've made in Iraq. I think Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, John Edwards, even Al Gore, if he runs, they all have a chance at becoming a good president. And I think if Mitt Romney wins the Republican nomination, it will be a landslide Democratic victory. I will tell you that right now.
Thank you. Mr. Vogel, your closing statement.
Well, I really think that a Republican is going to possibly win this because we have a great lineup. It's like everyone has their own ideas that are very good and can definitely help out this nation by far.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us tonight for our correspondence debate for the 2008 presidential election. Good night.
Thank you for joining us, America, and remember, get your nightly news from Newsnight.